Goodest morning to everybody paying attention. My name is Silas. Silas Great. Share my screen. Let me check everything, make sure everything is set. Hope everybody's having a great morning. We had a great trading day today. I traded maybe twice, two setups, or two trades, one setup. We get into that here momentarily. Everybody's having a good morning. It's 9:10, and we are already done with our trading day. So, all right. I believe we are good. Hopefully, I don't gotta redo this video. But if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Let's share screen. Um, am I sharing my screen? I guess I'm not. Sorry about that. Okay. So, a little bit. All right. So, I was bullish on both Nasdaq and gold this morning. You see gold is coming down to this area of interest, this POC right here, which I was saying I wanted price to come down to, but we're gonna focus on Nasdaq here. I'm gonna erase all the indicators, all the instruments, all the markups. We're gonna start from the jump, and I'm gonna show you what I saw, why I saw it. I'm gonna take everything off the settings and everything. I'm gonna just start from the beginning so you see what I see, how I see it. So it's Monday. So you have this gap here in between Friday and Monday. That's the weekend gap, and then we open pretty far below here. Sunday at open. So that's where we opened up here. Let me mark that off. I like to use red as my supports and green as my resistances. So this is technically a resistance area we chopped up here and continue to ascend here Monday morning. So first thing is first, we'll go to the daily. We're gonna do a top down, right? Let's take that off. So we're gonna mark up the highs of the day and the lows of the day. I'd like to use purple for that. So we'll take a week's standing. So we'll go back 7 days. We're not going to include today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll take that into account from this range to this range and mark off the low. And we'll mark off the high. And as you can see, when we do that, there are areas that are indicated here. As you can see, price bounces off these areas. Price touches these areas. So that's a good indication that we're correct. It's just to get us an eyeball on where price is currently, right? I like to go from the daily to the one. I don't do 4 or 2. I'm not gonna mark up all that shit. What's going on, son? You wanna say hi to the camera? Look, right here. You wanna see?
Camera.
Look.
It's for real?
Look. That's you.
Camera? Now you're saying
I'm teaching class right now. So let me get back to my screen. Go to your room. I'll take you to the library in a little while, okay? All right, so we got our daily. Mark this up. We got our daily high. We got our daily low, right? We're keeping it simple. We just want to know where price is and where it's been, right? So we're down to the hourly. I might do 2 hours sometimes, but we're just gonna stick with the hourly, right? Now that we have our daily high, daily low, we want to see what price is right now. So I like the hour, I like the 30-minute, but we're gonna go with the hour. We're gonna mark off our support and we're gonna mark off our resistance. Our support is our floor, our resistance is our roof. Where is price living, right? So we're gonna mark off the bottom. We have this bottom area where you see prices constantly just tap, 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 tap. So we're going to mark that off. We're gonna support all that tappage. Support, support, support. Right? Now where's the roof? Got tap, 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 right? Currently here, but we want to go to where we were before open. Open is at 8:30. So this is 8. This is 9. So we're just gonna stay. We're gonna go to 30. We're gonna mark off our right here. These two candles don't exist just yet, right? We're marking off before open. So if we wanted to have this tab here, we could have just marked off this area. Can you close the door for me, baby? Thank you. Right. So support resistance. We're not going to worry about gold right now. I was bullish on gold as well, but we're just going to focus on the trades that I took, which was on Nasdaq and on Nasdaq only. Right. So the 30 is what I like. We also want to take into account any news events. We know about this war. You want to be up to date on what's going on with the war. We had some peace talks that didn't go over very well. So that's why I was a little more bullish on gold. We're actually at a perfect point of entry for buys on gold, but thanks to MetaTrader, I locked myself out. I'm done for the day. I locked myself out till 11. I might look for more trades. I would like another $1,000. That would be cool. But anyway, back to Nasdaq. We got our daily high, we got daily low, we got our major support and resistances marked off, right? So at open or at the 8:15 candle, which we go down to the 15-minute time frame, and I like to mark off the 8:15 candle, right? It was this candle here. I'm gonna mark off the body of that candle, right? That's the yellow box. This 8:15 candle here, this white candle that was going up. So at 8:30, there are things I take into account. So we have our general markups: highs, lows, golden open, support, resistance. Now here come the indicators that I like to use, right? And the settings that I like to put. So we're gonna go to setting. We're gonna go take it back to the 30. 30 is my favorite time frame. Whatever you're comfortable with, you need to be settled with that. So 30 is the best. Higher time frames have better overall directional uh confluences, so it's a little messier when you get into the 15 and the 5, and I don't see how people trade on the 1. But 30 is my favorite. We're going to go to settings. We're going to turn on the session breaks, which just shows you the beginning and end of each session, agent session, all that good stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that, put it on. So all these lines are session breaks. This is the beginning of New York. We'll go here and grab the fixed range volume profile. And usually you just take it from session to session. You take it from here to here, and it'll give you these POCs. It just shows you where the money is. This is where the money, this high indication here, I like to mark off as a POC. As you can see, price bounced from there. So we're going to do the same thing with our current session. And as you can see, according to it, down here is a good indicator of where the money is. So if we were to sell down here, it would be a good indicator. We might sell and pass it, but coming back up, it would be a good indicator of this area being where you want to buy it. So I have those set. That's my settings. That's pretty much it. And as far as indicators go, I'll put on the fair value gaps. As you can see, we have all bullish fair value gaps. You want to make sure that that is set on the proper time frame that you're looking at, because it's going to change. If you change to the 1 hour time frame, it's still on 30-minute fair value gaps, right? So make sure your settings are correct. So these are all confluences of buy side direction. So, I'm just getting my confluence together to get the position I want to take solidified. So we got the fair value gaps. I'll put on after open, I'll do my value area and I'll mark those off so I can take off the indicator, because when you're not purchasing trading view, you can only use 2 indicators at a time, which is fine. You don't need a million indicators anyway. I just mark them off and I take that off. So now I've set the value area. So if price were to come in here, we would most likely fill this area. But since price is above it, it's another indication of buy side positioning. So we were above price started here. So originally we dipped and then that's when I bought in. But I've taken these confluences into account. Bearish fair value, bullish fair value gaps above our PLC, above our value area, above the golden open, which is my own strategic confluence. When I make the A15 golden open, usually after that first 5 minutes of open, if price is above it, we're going to continue. If price is below it, we're going to continue in that direction. So that's just my own uh, tool I like to use as far as directional bias. So when we had all those marked up, like I said, it's not a lot of markups really. It's really not. And this the fixed range volume profile is something I've kind of recently added along with the session breaks. So that's kind of something I've kind of recently added into my strategy. I'm trying to kind of just testing it out. I usually have the PLC indicator, which is similar to that. As you can see, it is right there. This orange bar, this orange zigzag bar, is just going up and out throughout price. Is just an area of concern. So, but with the new way I'm doing it, I don't necessarily need that. These are the indicators that I do use, and this is when I do need. I don't. A lot of them I don't even use really. They're just indicators I've used throughout my trading career, and I just keep them up. But for the most part, I don't use too many indicators. Um, but yeah, we took a heavy buy at open. Off of that, I was risking a lot, but had my stop set and everything, and we were able to buy price. I believe I bought it here, uh, and had my stops at the bottom. And with that, we made $1,524.50 today. Actually, it was like 14, and then I believe price came back, and I bought another one, a smaller one. But I'll get in for a large contract size at open sometimes, which I'll call a grand slam. I'll you know I'll set a position for open buys and open sales heavier on the buys that I'm leaning towards. So I had a heavy buy set. I had a small sell set, and the buy hit. And then I got out. I got in for another buy, and we ended the day with about over 1,500. So that's really it, man. We had no news. I use Forex Factory. A lot of people talk shit about Forex Factory, but it's just the news. You don't have to. If as long as you're getting the news information, it doesn't matter which outlet you're using. But I like to use Forex Factory, FX Street sometimes. But you get good news information here with the war. You get your news events. We didn't have anything today. We have some other stuff tomorrow, which I would love. We're going for big numbers tomorrow, and Wednesday, so I can kind of have a. I don't think I want to trade Thursday and Friday, so trying to have a nice week here so we can enjoy a nice long weekend. Um, so yeah, that's what I saw for the most part. Buys on Nasdaq. I was buys on gold, but we are below. This is kind of sort of what I expected with the. I thought we would be biased, but bullish, honestly, with the war talks not going over as well. But we're kind of just ranging here on gold, which is just sideways action, having broken resistance, having broken support, kind of just ranging. Got this PLC here in the middle, which if we break back to it, I would want to buy if I was still trading, but I'm not. But that would be my general idea there. We seem to be. You have our bullish fair value gaps. This was the POC. It was above it. It came down below, which is just better opportunities for buys. Oil's going crazy. I don't trade oil, but oil is going crazy. But I would definitely be looking for some buy positions here on gold. And we did the same thing over there as far as markups, daily lows, daily highs, session breaks, the POCs and whatnot, fair value gaps, support resistance. I didn't do the golden open because I was more focused on Nasdaq. But if I was going to, there's the 815 candle right here. We would have marked that off. Boom. And the open price was below it. We would have waited for the retracement. Boom. Sell right there, and we would have got that nice little morsel of sellage. I did like, we probably did like a 3. Sell it from here down to. I also use the POCs as like a determination of where I want to take price sometimes. So I could have put the POCs on, but maybe I would have sold it to about here, this POC line. 3 contracts, $639. Would have been a nice one. Like I said, we had resistance. It did break, but we would have waited to see, especially with gold. I don't even like trading gold before 9 o'clock most of the time. So we would have just waited for those indications. We do have bullish fair value gaps, but you want to know what price action is doing. We don't want to rush. We want to see what my motto is: dance with the market. That's my motto. I've coined it. So we dance with the market. We do what the market is doing. Doesn't care what we think. Doesn't care how we feel. So we would have had the 815 candle marked off. Go back to the 30. Here at 8:30, we went up, went down, came back up. 9 o'clock, which is when I like to trade gold, I would have said, okay, we're below gold and open. We still haven't tapped. We tapped it, but we haven't broke. I would have probably sold it down to here. We bounced off resistance, going back up. That would have been a great sell and buy. But we got what we wanted off Nasdaq today. It's a Monday, 4-digit day. I think I'm gonna call it and get some other things done with my day, which is the goal. It's only 8:30. I've traded. Kids have ate. Took me a shower. I'm gonna head to the gym, work on some business. If you're not already, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the bio or the description of this video. We're in there every single day, passing out the knowledge, giving the sauce. Solid community is growing. So if you're not already, feel free to join the Discord. And if you like cool clothes, feel free to visit CodeNoirMade.com, which is my clothing line. Add some things to your trunk. Get it. Trunk. It's an elephant. You're not doing car, we do trunk. You see how it. Just wanted to, you know. Anywho, got some cool stuff over there. I'll be adding some new items soon, but right now the spring and summer line is up a bit. First chapter of the spring summer line. Here's one of my favorite pieces right here. Hourglass color blocks shirt. Comes in 4 different colors. Right now it's on sale, so head over. We got the Cry About It hoodie. Another one of my faves. Comes in 2 colors. So yeah, make sure y'all head on over. CodeNoirMade.com. Solid Strategy Discord. And follow and like all my YouTube nonsense. You feel me? That's it. Nice $1,500 day here on Nasdaq. We are actually still buying up. Had some great buy opportunities. We are heading to that daily high. We're seeing. So yeah, great trading day. I could have made a little more money, but one trade, two trades and done. It was really one trade idea. The buys on Nasdaq capitalized. It's a Monday, so we ain't got to do too much. Yeah, we're gonna call it a day. My name is Silis. This is Silis Trades, and I'll see y'all next time. Man. Yeah.